welcome to another video. Today I'm going to do a tag because recently I've been tagged in a lot of tags and I'm going to try and get a lot of them tags done. So today I'm going to start off with the A to Z tag. I was tagged by Adriane from Share, Inspire, Journey, Dream, and the A to Z tag works how you would imagine the A to Z tag works. There's a question from A to Z and you answer them all. So I've got them all written down in my trusty notebook and let's go forth. A, author you've read the most from. I've just put a little bit of thought into this and realised that I've read 4 books from a few authors and 3 from a few authors, but I don't think there's actually anyone that I've gone over the 4 book mark with. So for 4 I could just say Sarah J Maas because I've read ACOTAR, ACOMAF, Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight. So 4 from her, but similarly I've read 4 from John Green. Not that I have any of them anymore because I read them a long time ago, but there were still 4 books that I read from his. I've read 3 from Pittacus Law, 3 from Jeff Vandermeer, 3 from other people, Diana Jones, Maggie Stiefvater, 3 or 4 from a lot of people, but I've never gone further than that. I'll stop rambling now. B, best sequel ever. I feel like I don't even need to really say this. I think that answers the question for you, doesn't it? C, currently reading. Currently, at this point in time when filming, I am currently reading Blue Lily Lily Blue from Maggie Stiefvater, but by the time this has gone up, I don't know. I might be reading The Raven King. I might have finished that series completely by the time this goes up. I don't know, but currently at point of filming, Blue Lily Lily Blue. D, drink of choice while reading. I don't really have a specific drink that I always drink whilst reading, but I would say tea, Coke, Monster. I live on Monster. I drink this stuff like water. E, e-reader or physical book? Physical book. I'm not into the whole e-reader life. F, fictional character you would have dated in high school. I have no idea. Let me consult my bookshelves. Bookshelves consulted, I've gone with 4 or John from I Am Number 4. Probably obviously without the whole alien thing, but you know, when he's pretending to be a normal person, you know, he would probably have been the sort of guy I would have gone for. G, glad you gave this book a chance. I'm gonna say Vassar in the Night by Sarah Porter because I got this in a book box and it's really bad, but the books that I get in the book boxes usually take me like forever to actually get to and read. But this one really intrigued me, but I'd seen very mixed reviews from other people. A lot of people straight up didn't like it, and I think that was putting a lot of other people off it. But I was just so intrigued by it that I had to read it, and I'm very glad I gave it a chance because I did really enjoy it. And I have done a book babble on it, and if I remember, I will link it down below or put in a little info card or whatever I can manage. But I really enjoyed it, and if you can handle the weird, you would probably enjoy it as well because it's a very strange book. H, hidden gem. I'm gonna do a bit of an alternative interpretation of this question and I'm gonna go with The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Now I say it's an alternative interpretation because this is a very popular book and the series is very popular, so it's not really a hidden gem, but in the way I found this book it was. I was intrigued to read it, I wanted to read it, I bought the book, I put it on my shelf, and then I kind of forgot about it for a really long time. So then when I re-found it, it was like treasure. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? It was kind of hidden amongst all my other books in my shelves. I forgot about how excited I was for it. And then when I re-found it and read it, it was insane. Amazing book. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. I, important moment in your reading life. Again, had a bit of a thought about this because there have been lots of things that have happened that have been kind of crucial to my reading life, like books that got me into reading and things happening in life that allowed me to have more time to read and stuff. But the answer I'm gonna give you now is accidentally bumping into Jeff Vandermeer in London. If you are for some reason unaware of who Jeff Vandermeer is or why he's so important to me, he is the author of the Southern Reach trilogy, which is my absolute all-time favourite trilogy, series, books, whatever. If you haven't read them, absolutely go and read them. They are Annihilation, Authority and Acceptance. 10 out of 10 would recommend. And I went to London and I bumped into Jeff Vandermeer. I say bumped into him, I knew he was doing a signing, but he wasn't doing the signing until later that afternoon in a different part of London. But I'd gone up for the day and I was with a friend of mine and we bumped into him somewhere else. So I had all my books on me because I wanted him to sign them at the signing, but we bumped into him, so I just got them signed there and it was just me and him. There was no one else there for a queue of people to sign, so I could like talk to him a bit more, and he signed all of my books with little personalised messages. And then out of his little satchel he pulled out a brown parcel, little envelope, pulled out a book, still wrapped up, completely wrapped up, brand new, never been opened, opened the packaging and signed it for Jade, the electric pink version, all the best, Jeff Vandermeer, and just gave it to me. And that is this book I hold here. He just pulled it out of his bag and gave it to me. Never opened. Fantastic. And it was the release day of the book as well, so it was probably like one of the first editions. Just done some investigating. This copy of Acceptance is a first edition. Yay! J, just finished. I just finished The Dream Thieves because I'm currently reading Blue Lily Lily Blue, but by the time this goes up that will likely have changed. But current moment, just finished The Dream Thieves, loved it, need to do a book babble on it, but I need to like write down all my thoughts and stuff because the Raven Cycle is absolutely insane and inspires me to actually put together coherent thoughts. K, kinds of books you won't read. I do not read horror, thriller, anything that is scary. I don't like being scared. I also don't read, not I don't read, but I don't often read like contemporary romance sort of books, not into that either. L, longest book you've read. I think that would be A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. Pretty sure that's probably the longest book I've read, and when I eventually finish A Clash of Kings, that will then be the longest book I've read, but it's honestly probably going to take me like 7 years to finish it. M, major book hangover because of, okay, this could go two ways. I could have a major book hangover from Akamath because nothing can compete, it was amazing, and anything I picked up just wasn't good enough. But on the other hand, Crown of Midnight also gave me a bit of a book hangover in a bad sort of way, like headache because I hated it so much. I didn't hate it, I think hate is too strong of a word, but I didn't enjoy it. And then when I'd finished it, I just wanted to stop reading because it kind of put me off. So yeah, those two in very different ways. N, number of bookcases you own. 1, 2. O, one book you've read multiple times. I've read quite a few books multiple times. I am a rereader, but one I've reread the most would be I Am Number 4 by Pittacus Law, and I've read that so many times and I need to read it again because I still haven't finished the series and I need to finish the series eventually. P, preferred place to read. Bed. Q, quote that inspires you. I don't know. I'm not really a quotey person. This is where people pull out quotes from classics or something and I'm just not one of them people. I can't answer that question because I genuinely don't know. Sorry. R, reading regret. I seriously regret not reading The Raven Cycle sooner because oh my god, it's insane, I love it. And I also regret wasting my time on 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher because I hate that book. Hate is not strong enough of a word for how I feel about that book. Hate it. S, series you've started but need to finish. Every series ever. I'm currently reading The Raven Cycle, so I need to finish that, but hopefully by the time this goes up I will have. I'm also currently reading the Throne of Glass series. I'm only 2 books into that, I need to finish that. The Pittacus Law, Lorien Legacies series, 3 books into that, need to reread the first 3 and continue. Harry Potter, I haven't read Harry Potter. Please do not attack me. I haven't read Harry Potter. I've read the first 2. I should eventually at some point in my life finish them, but I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen. Don't hate me. T, 3 of your all-time favourite books. Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer, Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman, and probably A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas. I really love that book. Unapologetic Fangirl 4. A Court of Mist and Fury. V, very excited for this release above all others. A Court of Wings and Ruin. Come on now. W, worst bookish habit. I suppose some people could call it a bad bookish habit that I break the spines of all my paperbacks. I like doing it. I like a book to look read, and when it's a paperback, cracking the spine gives me an insane amount of pleasure, but that could be considered a bad habit to other people. X, X marks the spot. Start at the top left and find the 27th book in your bookcase. Okay, let's count. The 27th book in is The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman, which I only recently got and was ever so kindly sent to me by Bex from Bex and Books, because she hosted a giveaway and I won 2nd place. Y, your latest book purchase. My latest book purchase would be A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. Haven't read the first 2 in this trilogy, and this is the 3rd one, but I do plan on binge reading them, which is why I got this. I want to read them all back to back, because I am really anticipating loving these. And then last question, Z is Z Snatcher, a book that kept you up all night. Most books that I read. Dream Thieves kept me up all night. I was so into that, I couldn't put it down. A Court of Mist and Fury kept me up all night, couldn't put that down. The Night Circus kept me up all night, I couldn't put that down. And then similarly, Crown of Midnight, although I didn't enjoy it, kept me up all night because I was just desperate to finish it, but it wasn't going anywhere, so I stayed up all night to try and finish it, and I just got really bored and really tired, and it was like 4 AM and I hadn't got anywhere. Anyway, there you go, that is the A to Z, A to Z, however you want to say it, book tag. So thanks again to Adriane for tagging me, and I am going to tag a few people. I am going to tag G from Book Roast, Bex from Bex and Books, and Jess from Between the Lines. So I will link those 3 lovely ladies down below and you can go and check them out. And yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, chat to me down in the comments, and if you fancy subscribing, I am always eternally grateful for that, and I will see you next time.